Hey everyone, it's Kaycienikole, and today we're going to go through something a little bit different. I've done different guided meditations in the past, focusing on different themes or techniques, different styles and methods. And today we're going to focus more on a Tibetan influenced meditation, which is going to be a death meditation. Now, at first, that sounds really intimidating. What the heck is a death meditation? The focus is going to be more on impermanence and how, through that impermanence, we can find more present moment connection and being able to fully utilize the life we have while it's here. So, find your way into any comfortable seated position. I'll be sitting in a chair today, but sit any way that you'd like. Maybe it's on the ground, maybe it's in a chair, maybe it's somewhere else. Ultimately, be comfortable. If you'd like to come into a reclined position on your back, it can also be a really, really nice position to be in for this specific meditation. Do you accommodate your bodies, and we'll get right to it. So as you close your eyes, just feel the lifting of your spine, the opening of the chest, the relaxing of the shoulders down away from the ears. And just take a moment to feel yourself arrive in this space as you are, connecting into the moment. And instead of getting lost in your thoughts and all the happenings of your day, all of your distractions, your to-dos, we're going to start to slowly peel back those layers of distraction to feel a little more internally connected to ourselves. Notate any feelings, any prominent thoughts. And we're going to take a couple breaths to kind of release that surface level energy and all that clutter. So let's start by emptying out the lungs. We'll meet at the bottom of the exhale. And then a slow breath in through the nose, filling up the entire torso from the bottom to the top. Expand and lift. Feel the life moving through your body, holding at the top. And then open up the mouth and exhale, let it go. Again, slow breath in. As you fill up, think about picking up all of the distraction, all of that mental turbulence, bringing it to the top. And then just open up the mouth and let it go. And as you relax your breath, just start to feel that sense of life moving through you. And this life that we feel through the breath, through all the subtle movements within the body that we can connect to. Everything's in a constant state of motion. And yet we feel completely still and rested. Through this, begin to notate where you are in your life. Things you're working towards, things that you've done, things you're currently experiencing. And all of it, just our human experience. The highs, the lows, the ebb and the flow. All of it perfectly curated for us. Now, as you connect into this space and you feel this connection into your life, we recognize that change is the only constant. When we think about what we want to create moving forward, our vision, our goals, when we have this in our minds, we're portraying a story where we have control over the outcome. We visualize the experience, we visualize where we're going. And yet life takes us in miraculous directions that don't always go exactly as we planned. Things are changing constantly. The variables, the experiences, the people. And what we had planned for ourselves even a year ago may still have some of the same momentum and direction. And yet so many pieces along the way, unpredicted, that may have changed our course entirely or rerouted us slightly. So we recognize that we have no direct control over all the outcomes. We feel this sense of release and surrender to just appreciate things as they're here. Things that once were, that we feel are forever, can flow out just as quickly as they flow in. And there's often a very big fear of loss, letting things go, change, detachment. We want to hold on to things as being permanent, as being fixed. But as with everything in life, everything is in a constant state of change and flux, unpredictability. The more we simply allow things to flow in and flow out naturally, the less resistant we feel, the more we flow with life. And the more that we flow with life, the more we realize impermanence. People come and they go. Sometimes people stay for a long time. Sometimes a brief, short while. Experiences in our lives can be stepping stones, or they can be long-term directions. We don't always have control over these variables. Only a small percentage do we actually have control over. So as we recognize things coming and going, we may feel ourselves at times grasping and attaching to things, and then feeling a deep sense of loss when it's gone. But instead, if we redirected our focus from thinking that we have these things forever, that they will never go, they will never change or shift, we land fully in the present moment to just experience these things exactly as they are while they are here, and appreciating every moment, every person, every experience fully and completely as it is here, knowing that it won't be here forever. Through the thought of death, we find life. Through the thought of change, we find full appreciation for the now. Death teaches us to be present, to be appreciative, to be fully in our life while it is here. When we're constantly projecting ourselves into the future tense or the past tense, reliving old stories or projecting new stories of what will be, sometimes we forget to just be where we are, to look around, see all the things that surround us, the beauty of life. Even through our challenges and struggles, there is beauty. It's not just about where we're going, but about the journey and the experiences that make up the story along the way. Through full presence, we feel fully alive to experience life as it is happening. So as you sit here and drop into your space, I want you to think about how you would live your day, this day right now, if you knew it was your last day. If we knew that we had until midnight, and that was our last day to fully live and experience the life we've created, how would we live it? Would we do the same things that we do every day? And maybe we would put work on the back burner. Maybe our work is our purpose. Maybe we would call our family and our friends and tell them how much we love them. Maybe we would go do all of those things that we have on our list. checking them off, all the little boxes to make sure we get all those little things done. Maybe we would just simply be still, calm, and appreciative. So as you ask yourself what you would do to fill this last day of life, what this is automatically reflecting back to us is what is important to us. What do we care for? What matters most? And of course, we have to show up to work and we have obligations that we need to do on a day-to-day basis. But we often forget that life is impermanent. We are not guaranteed tomorrow. So if we were able to fully show up in our lives today as our last day, and to be truly intentional with our activities and the people we surround ourselves with and our outreach, what we do, really take note of these things, these important things to you, and recognize how many things we put off until tomorrow, where we think that we have this guaranteed time moving forward. And instead of this instilling fear inside of us, we can allow it instead to inspire us to actually step into our lives and live them fully and completely, showing up to tell the people we love that we love them, to do the things we enjoy that bring us life. How would you live differently today if it was truly your last day? And let this be a reflection to all the things that feel out of alignment on your day-to-day basis. The way that we constantly allow our lives to form around things that aren't our truth, our essence, our love, our purity, things that make us feel alive and connected. How can we use the concept of death to help us see where we're not truly showing up to live? So in this moment, as you sit still, scan over those things, those people, those experiences, all those things you want to do before your final day. And maybe ask yourself, why not today? Why do we not prioritize these things in our day-to-day? What's more important than these things when it really comes down to our final day? Sit with this for a moment and just feel. Just feel the connection, the appreciation, the love permeating from the inside out, and feel a connection to it all. If today was your final day, how would you live it? Now, as you connect to all the things that you would do if today was your last day, I want you to really check in with the areas in your life where you don't feel in alignment. What are the things that we prioritize in our day to day? The things that we put in higher regard than the things that truly matter the most. And sometimes, due to society, pressures, and the basic needs, we often put things to live day-to-day life ahead of the things that truly make us feel alive. And maybe we can't stop doing all of those things. But what we can do instead is find more balance, more time to bring the things in that make us feel alive, that make us feel connected, loved. We would spend more time with the people that we care about. We'd spend less time worrying, stressing over day to day. And we'd fully appreciate all the little happenings, letting things go, connecting with the activities that bring our soul to life, that nourish us and give us a sense of purpose. So rather than thinking about releasing all of your responsibilities, instead, shift your focus to just inviting more life into your day to day, bringing more balance, more ease, and notice how your soul begins to awaken, to come to life as well. It feels invigorated, open, expansive. We feel more energy when we connect to the things and people that we love. Death teaches us to show up, to live fully, completely, honestly, authentically. And we see that the things that matter most are often things that we stuff away, push off onto the back burner until we have time. But the time, once again, is not guaranteed to us. The only moment we truly have is right now. Take your hands together at your heart center. And using this time to set the intention for your day, to truly show up and live it. Even if that means just inviting a few more things into your day that help you to feel more alive, more connected, more love. And as you feel these things, stay true to this. Know that if we invite these things into our life more consciously and more frequently, it will help to bring balance into the way that we show up in this world, the way that we live our lives, more intentionally, appreciating each moment truly and fully as it's here. Every day we wake up and experience our day as though it is our last. Open up your eyes whenever you are ready. So this practice was inspired, like mentioned, from a book where it was narrated by a Buddhist monk, specifically from Tibet. And this approach of death meditation was to learn how to fully live, how to be present in the moment, how to show up and experience life as it is, to appreciate life as it is, rather than getting caught up in all of the societal pressure and happenings and the drama. We learn how to tune in and to just appreciate life, to draw out that inner essence. So instead of looking at death as a bad, a negative, something scary, we can see it as something that helps encourage us to live, to truly live as we have it. And if we do truly live each moment as we have it, then by the time we do get to that moment, we have a sense of peace because we wouldn't have done anything differently. And that is the biggest takeaway in all of this, to release any regrets of not truly living by allowing ourselves to be fully with life as it's happening intentionally from our hearts. So I hope you enjoyed this meditation. Like I said, it's a little different than the meditations I've done in the past, but I think that this is a really good way of recognizing impermanence and true connection to presence. I would love to know your feedback in the comments, and I'm looking forward to practicing with you again soon. Thank you.